Many people try to break into the Bronze Division and fail miserably. You should be proud of yourself.
You deserve it. It was an honor to face you.
Crimson Kana is the champion of this round. You'll have to face her eventually. Be ready when you do.
Tell me about my next fight.
Now that you have qualified for the Bronze Division, your challenges will be more difficult, but you'll earn greater rewards. The stars themselves need to hear of Silver Phoenix if you're to make it in this division, so I've prepared a match to remember. The guards rounded up a group of subhuman things around the great southern forest. We're going to release them into the ring in groups for you. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Yeah! These monsters crave the flesh of man.
Dire Flame!
Focus.
Legendary Strike! Longsword!
That was a good start to the Bronze Division. Those beasts are far stronger than they look.
What can you tell me about the champion of my division?
Kana's a bit of a mystery to me. Keeps not a coin of her winnings, but is unbeaten. She's in this purely for the challenge, I think. If you face her, you'll find that her swordsmanship is deadly. Kana's studied techniques only found in the prosperous East, the provinces she calls home. She's even got a standing offer to pass the secrets of her blade mastery onto the first fighter to defeat her. So far, no one has managed that feat.
There's nothing else I need from you, Kui.
Do not be gone too long. Kana may well rise to become the Silver Division champion while you're away.
Watched your last match! Things are a lot more difficult in the bronze round, are they not? I've fought everyone who's made it that far. I should know. It's always nice of you to stop by and chat. A lot of people who move past me in the arena never look back.
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad. I'm sure Kana will fix that once you challenge her for the division championship. Good. Go bother someone else.
Wir aki thika hirir koni a fafatir? Nararir uk u yorir. Kop awuka inir, o afawapi ithaturo turu uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasiruk. On we pifi. Woyo wir Shakespeare, Warsaw.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need?
I'm ready for my next fight.
Next, you're going to step into what we call the Pit of Pain. It's not the most original name, I'll admit, but that's 500 years of tradition for you. The arena floor will be set up with ancient magical devices. They will attempt to fry you to a crisp, much to the crowd's delight. Your job is to stay on your feet for the course of the match while they fling deadly projectiles your way. I'd suggest dodging, but that's just me. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
The pit of pain. Only the quick survive its fiery embrace.
Legendary strike.
Fantastic! A test of speed passed with exceptional celery. Now
Your sudden and polite silences are always appreciated, Qui. I'm sure you won't mind if I take a moment to pass a message to Silver Phoenix. Kylon the Serpent has, as promised, been watching you intently. You have impressed him so far, and he is interested to see how you fare in your next match. The Serpent foresees your victory in the next match, and he has backed his prediction with Silver. He sincerely hopes that his faith in your skills was not misplaced. That is all. If you will excuse me, I have some people who need to be spoken to.
Ha! Well, I'm certain that won't be a problem for you. Did you have a question for me?
Well, what's my next fight?
Yes, your next fight. There's been a bit of a change in plans. Not that it will affect you too much, of course. It's all part of the traditions of the arena, you see. I have word that you're going to be facing a fighter specially chosen from the guild, you see. As soon as you're ready, you'll be facing him instead of a normal match.
Who did you originally see as my opponent?
I was originally thinking that you'd done well enough to face Crimson Kana for the Bronze Division Championship. Things change when the guild is involved, though.
Very well, I'll deal with this guild thug.
I'm certain it will be a small thing. Best to just finish it now. Are you ready to get started?
Yes, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Many of you are asking yourselves why the Serpent would return to the ring. Am I not retired? Yes! But does that mean I do not care about your entertainment? No! We've all seen the flawless technique of the soaring star that is Silver Phoenix. Now, it is time to put these aptly demonstrated skills to the test. And so, the Serpent gives you a real spectacle. Have your silver handy to place your wagers. I give you Evil and Terror incarnate.
That was an exceptional fight. I haven't seen demons in the ring before.
I hope this proves my skill to you.
No one questions your skills. That is why you were allowed to fight that beast. I'm convinced that you deserve a shot at Crimson Kana. Your victory has sealed the deal. That reminds me, I was asked to instruct you to talk with Lucky Cho before your next match.
What did he want to talk about?
He didn't say, and when I asked, he gave me that glare of his. Go, speak with him now. The sooner you do, the sooner I can return you to the ring.
Watched your last match. Word is that Kana's blade will cross with yours next time you're out there. She's undefeated, you know. It's always nice of you to stop by and chat. A lot of people who move past me in the arena never look back.
Kirkawuir will fornir ir karanos sa kupono. Wosawayir noka ukraproni apawafa sonsir tuirwo.
The guild doesn't usually conduct business this openly, or in such elegance.
Before you face Kana, I'd like to present you with a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Who else is benefiting from this arrangement?
Fortunately for you, my employer, Kailan the Serpent, has a vested interest in your success against Kana. This is Sweet Poison Lin, a master of the Toxican arts. Sweet Poison, standing before you is Silver Phoenix, the one we discussed.
I know this one by reputation, and that's enough. I trust you'll consider this discussion private and potentially very beneficial.
Go ahead and tell me what you have to say.
Crimson Kana's rise to Brown's division champion has been good for business, but she has become troublesome of late. She believes that the Serpent runs the arena with little concern for honor, and she's right. The problem is that she cares.
What does this have to do with me?
The Serpent and I believe that Kana needs to be stopped. We want you to replace her as the bronze champion.
Go on.
It should be a simple matter to slip a slow-acting but extremely deadly poison into Kana's drink before the match.
I'm waiting to hear the catch.
I would say you would be unable to lose this match unless you were to drop dead yourself. What could be easier? When Cho approached me regarding this matter, I felt that it might be in the best interests of the Greater Guild if I were involved.
If you accept, the guild will cover half of Lin's usual fee. The remaining cost would be roughly half of your winnings from defeating Kana.
I will not dishonor myself by resorting to poison.
If that is your choice, then so be it. You may deal with Kana on your own. I strongly advise you not to bring this up to anyone. I hope my point speaks for itself.
This Kana woman would appreciate knowing what you have learned.
Our business is concluded. It is time for you to leave.
You a sight. I am Happy Endings, famed courtesan, and it is a pleasure to greet you. Especially such a fine figure of a man. So many men are made soft by city life.
Notice the painted face. She only pretends to beauty.
I would love to chat with you and learn more about you, but alas, I can't. I'm on exclusive retainer with the proprietor of this place, and he does get so jealous. Farewell, gorgeous.
What do you need from me?
Show me what you have for sale.
Magical enhancements and knowledge. Have a look at my wares and see for yourself. Afayiti, irfayit kukupso tatasi.
I should warn you. Lucky Cho is trying to eliminate you.
Sayır uyufuiz patuye?
Lucky Cho offered me the services of a poisoner.
Uksayır kuni kakno aku kwawir fuisir aku fayitar. Uksayır caritas fonir sisayır ir furk tatasir, ir karanos sakupono.
Consider you a worthy opponent. I want to make sure our match is honest.
Uksayır watuafu ni froto usosawir uktatasir ni ryoki. Wonawiri fuiro tarir noka sisayir na workur ktantir. Aka wo nawir sawir sansi noka uk napir. Narawir woifuir uk sunurk.
That is a fine reward. Thank you.
Wo sayir pinir sokart ayawir. Wo sayir pinir sokart ayawir.
I want to hear that you're ready for your next fight. What do you need?
I'm ready for my next fight.
Until the guild stepped in, I was ready to give you an attempt at the bronze division for your last match. Now it's time. Are you ready to face Crimson Kana, the finest sword this august arena has seen in 5 generations?
Yes, let's begin.
Excellent. Follow me and we'll get you ready for your next match.
Silver Phoenix stands to take control of the Bronze Division from Crimson Kana.
Kana's winning streak has been broken at last. I don't know if you've heard, but Kana has proclaimed that the first fighter who extriciates her from her championship will learn the secrets of her technique.
Wo sayir pinir sokart ayawir.
The crowd loved that fight. I think it was worth some extra silver, don't you?
Come now. The arena works on a strictly regenicated payment system for the fights. There's no way I can give you extra.
You're too savvy a businessman not to reward your star performers.
I'm sorry, but there's no room for bonuses, extra payments, or gratitudes of any kind. You'll be fine with the usual winnings. Now that that's settled, what else can I do for you?
There's nothing else I need from you, Kui.
When you walk the streets and hear your name among the crowds, be sure that your ego does not swell like the body of 11 gaping maw, god of inopportune gluttony.
Wire noka ukraproni apawafa sonsir tuwirwo. Wowo nikfra for wowo sawir kwanpa.
What will you do now?
Ukwiro ni sayir tatasir yu. Wo nawir sir fu ni winyanakan. Sata kwa wir ni wo sawir sawawira suir cook. Osa wire noka ukraproni apawafa sonsir tuwirwo.
Why won't you exploit that opening?
Wo ifuir uk sunurk danowe na wafta tasiruk. On we pifir. Wono wiri fuir tarir noka sisayir na workurk tantir.
Others have mentioned this. Should I be concerned?
Wosa wire noka ukraproni apawafa sonsir tuwirwo. Wo sayir pinir sokart ayawir. Tir nik puntuir poir noka uk sayir takitir noni.
Watched your last match! That was quite the fight out there! The champion of the Bronze Division, no less. You're doing very well for someone so new to this place. If you haven't talked to Kana yet, do so. She swore to teach her style to the first person to defeat her. Right you are. Take care.
Looks like you're still walking after that last match. Too bad. If you think defeating Kana impresses me, you're wrong. She was too wrapped up in honor and duty to do well anywhere but in schools in this arena. Unbending values like hers come from having your sword rammed too far up your nether regions. If you can't bend without cutting yourself on morality, you're no good in a real fight. Good. Go bother someone else.
Wir aki thita hirir koni a fafatir. Ok niknak e kerlik no oyok. Wo knik fetayir. Kop awuka inir. Wo afawafi itha.
Look who stands before us, brothers. The newest champion of the Bronze Division. We shall have to keep an eye on you. Very few climb so far, so quickly. Oh yes, we shall see you around. Of that you can be sure.
Yes, what can I do for you? Busy. No time for chatty.
Let's talk about Lord Lau's furnace in your latest wind map.
I'm waiting for you to follow the map we found after using the furnace. I'm sure it will jog my memory and maybe result in a few trinkets for you. Who knows?
Alright, let's go.
I'm looking forward to this. Remembering things long forgotten is like getting to open a gift twice. More memories are hidden in this route. Interesting. Keep going. I'm beginning to think there is a lot at stake here. Yes, I see things so clearly now. Interesting. No actual destination, but my memory is plotted again. Good job. Well, another exciting adventure. No new devices to build, but I have more than just memories to show for it this time. Exotic fuel for the furnace.
Where did you even get that? We didn't land.
I hung a net out. Wait, I have nets? Yes, I do. I have a lot of things. Oh, good thing, too. We can use this stuff. With the proper configurations, these new elements can produce spectacular effects. Ha! You should be glad.
There must be more to it. It can't be there just for me to play with.
I see what you mean. It does seem to be a rather complicated number of hoops to go through just for some shiny baubles, even if baubles are always nice to have. Perhaps more will be revealed with further operation of the furnace, like how the map for the last trip appeared. There must be some plan in place. Lord Lao wouldn't leave such a thing unattended for no reason, much as I would never leave the marvelous dragonfly at the side of the road.
Take me back to the furnace.
Certainly. It's just a flick of a switch, and I'm reasonably sure the trip isn't even doing any irreparable harm. A most intriguing place. All right. Have a look around, or whatever it is you do. Come and find me when you want to go back.
Longsword! Legendary strike!
Quite a stroke of luck. But I wouldn't try that too many times without a configuration if I were you. Who knows what this device will choke out?
This machine is amazing.
Yes, amazing indeed. Of course, without more configurations, we'll never know just what it can really do. Most intriguing place.
Where can I find configurations for this device?
Well, given the rather fantastic nature of the furnace, I would bet that whoever has them doesn't really know what they are for. You found one previously in an unrelated endeavor. I'm afraid that is just the kind of continued uncertainty we will have to deal with. Keep your eyes open.
I'm ready to leave this place.
Very well. In the meantime, I will try to see if I can learn anything more about this interesting machine. I can always bring us back here later.
What do you want?
I want to talk about the demons within you.
It's time you and I had a talk, mortal. You've been paying too much attention to this girl's problems and the Guardian's advice. We need more realism here.
What are you talking about?
The girl is already dead. She's a walking corpse. She's nothing to anyone. What I want is the body. I need an anchor, and this little walking meat puppet can provide that. But Taika gives me trouble. He's in my way. He's weak, but the girl sides with him. To take control, I need your help, and I'm willing to offer servitude for it.
You want... I won't let you harm this girl.
Ha! You say that now, but when the time comes, we'll see how much power tempts you. And if you continue to refuse, I still have ways to get my revenge.
ونوير كبث إير ثنير أككن أصو سيير سكوت أفيفير نوني وسوكي بارير نوكاسيسا إير سونكوت نواباتيا يير ني أك.
How can this humble bunmaster assist you today?
Why don't you just leave your wife, who? Start over?
My prescient pretty has an uncanny knack for derailing my plans, in case you haven't already noticed. I have tried several times to leave, but it always fails miserably. Some say there are spirits out there that masquerade as people, and I suspect she may be one of them. She has my soul, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Do you have any proof that she's whatever?
One time, I tried to sneak away while she was delivering a special order of buns to her uncle's family. As I started to leave, I slipped on some oil and broke my arm. Still, I put my arm in a sling and was continuing on my way when I was run down by a rogue bun cart. When I came to, my wife had returned and was in a foul mood. Apparently, everyone she had visited died from food poisoning. But why not her? I mean, I'm sure she ate at least one of the buns I sent.
Are you saying that the buns were poisoned?
I am saying no such thing. It is simply my lot in life to be given into the care of a demon whose sole sustenance comes from sucking the very life from my body and soul. Soup, anyone?
Thanks, that's all for now.
As you say, I will be here scrubbing your pots until you call upon me again.
Careful in the Lotus Assassin Fortress. They may not know you are an enemy, but they can still be dangerous.
Do you want to talk? Your feelings are very important to me.
That is not really necessary right now, although I do enjoy the attention. We have come so far together. Thank you for that. Don't go too far. I'd get lost in this city. I know it.
Always happy to help. What do you need?
What's on your mind right now?
I was thinking about a story my father once told me. He was a scoundrel, but he could spin a fine yarn when he wasn't robbing caravans. Have you ever heard the tale of the Eternal Companions?
I can't say I have. What brought this to mind?
The Eternal Companions were a group of warriors that traveled the ancient kingdoms, well before the formation of the Empire. They were said to be giants, to know styles no one could match, to always appear to offer their services to a kingdom when times were worst.
Were these warriors real?
The tales are too fantastic to be accurate. Though I'm sure the Black Whirlwinds tried at least once, no one can actually cleave a mountain in two. What made me bring this up was just a simple thought. Were these companions real people once? Were they just like us? Something tells me they were, but not in the way you'd expect. You know how legends tend to grow in the telling? I think they also absorb other tales as they go.
You think what we're doing is just another version of the tale?
I doubt it. For instance, we have yet to wipe out a rival kingdom. Failing that, I'm a bit shy of 12 feet tall. The point is that when things are wrong, people believe that someone will do something about it. Whether we succeed or not, we are those someones right now. More importantly, you're the someone. You're the real reason we're together, and I worry about how much of this rides on your shoulders. What I'm really trying to say is that we're all with you until this thing is finished. I just hope you can draw some strength from that.
Thank you, Sky.
Anytime. I hate to wax morbid, but this is serious business. Now, shouldn't you be talking to Dawn Star instead of me? I've seen the way that girl looks at you, and she deserves a little attention.
Greetings, citizen. Imperial Captain Sen at your service. Are you one of the mercenaries come to help me track down some criminal scum?
And why would you think that?
I was told that there were some new warriors in town looking for work, though none of them matched your description. Admittedly, you don't resemble the ones described to me, but they're several days late. No doubt they'll blame it on the foolish ghost stories.
What criminals do you need help with?
Criminals with lucrative bounties on their heads. I need help tracking down a pair of criminals. Are you interested in a little well-paying work?
I'm interested. Tell me what you need done.
These two scoundrels have eluded my best efforts, so I'm turning to bounty hunters. It's harder to run when your pursuers are not in a uniform.
Captain Sen is a well-respected man here in the city, but something about him makes my skin crawl. His ambition is well hidden. Perhaps that's all there is to it.
I'm searching for an arsonist and a notorious confidence man. Find and eliminate either one, and there's a standard bounty in it for you.
You've got a deal.
A wise decision. The two criminals are Fading Moon and Creative Yukong. Fading Moon is an arsonist who was last spotted heading for the necropolis. Creative Yukong has virtually disappeared, though we may be able to learn something from Lady Rento, the wife of the man Yukong bilked. She's in the Imperial arena.
I want to hear more about Fading Moon.
Fading Moon is an arsonist. Her first fires were in the poor quarters, but her last one spread to the Market District Gate. Last we heard, she'd escaped to the necropolis.
Why was nothing done to catch her earlier?
Well, as I said, she confined them to the poor districts. She would have been impossible to catch in that rat's nest. More frankly, there isn't enough money to make it worth my effort.
But I see the scene of the crime.
The gates between here and the poorer districts will be closed for some time while repairs are underway. There's nothing particular about the scene of the crime, just ash.
Let's hear the details surrounding Creative Yukong.
Yukong fleeced some silver from Lord Rento, a powerful man in the Ministry of Harmony. Yukong is a master of disguise, and he has hidden himself somewhere in the city. Lord Rento is away on court business, but his wife informed me that she'd be in the heart of the Empire in the Imperial arena if we needed her. You could start there.
What could she tell me?
She knows the details of the theft better than I. Lord Rento was reluctant to discuss them. Yukong could be anywhere or anyone, and Lady Rento is the only lead we have.
I should go.
Right you are. Remember to keep an eye out for anyone suspicious.
You just love the Imperial Arena? No other place like it in all of the Jade Empire. Wait a moment. You're Silver Phoenix. How very nice to meet you. I'm Lady Rento.
I'm here to talk to you about Creative Yukong.
Oh, poor Yukong. Captain Sen's still willing to do my husband's bidding and hunt him down, is he? I swear, my husband is insufferable. Yukong's a harmless aspiring actor who asked me if I would act as his patron. Since my husband was away from the city, again, I accepted and gave Yukong a moderate stipend. I thought he was charming.
Why is Yukong wanted for confidence schemes?
That was how my husband presented the situation to the authorities. He didn't want to face the shame of supporting a humble actor. My husband's a fool, but when he lowers his head, all I can do is let him charge and hope he rams something solid enough to slow him.
How much did you give this actor?
Probably less than my husband is putting forth as a bounty for poor Yukong. That young man doesn't deserve this.
Do you have any idea where I could find Creative Yukong?
I would wager that you'll find him in the Scholar's Garden. Yukong was going to try out for that new play. It's going to be put on soon in the Golden Way, I'm told. Should be exciting to watch. Yukong was going to try out for a role as a scholar, so he may be using his costume to hide in the garden. He's not much of a scholar, so you should be able to spot him.
I should let you get back to what you were doing.
If you happen to find creative Yukong, do go easy on him, would you? The poor boy did nothing wrong, and my husband is being unusually cruel to him. Good luck with your search. I have to get back to the estate. So much to do.
Please, Purveyor, don't send me in there. I'm scared those things will see me before I can get into the cave. Please, don't make me do it.
Wernurk apayir. Wanurk kanir. Ni usota. Wogirika titarir koni of atarir.
No! I will go. Please don't hurt my mother. I'll get the artifact for you. I promise.
Siyir sukut aknewo kup kipsitir sunurk.
The city can be a harsh place for children, but we don't have time to help them all.
What do you want? You're working for Purveyor Shuji, aren't you? Please don't tell him I haven't gone yet. I'm going now, even though it will probably get me killed.
Calm down, I'm not with the purveyor.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little upset. I'm Jinlin. Is there something you want?
I saw what happened earlier. I'd like to help you.
Thanks, but I need to find a way to kill spirits. Purveyor Shuji wants me to fetch an artifact from an emperor's tomb in the necropolis, but it's filled with ghosts. The purveyor's... He threatened to sell my mom to slave traders if I don't get this artifact. I don't know what to do. I can't fight ghosts.
Perhaps I could get rid of the ghosts for you.
Really? It would be very dangerous, and I don't have anything to give you in return. Are you sure you want to do this?
I can't allow you to do this on your own.
Thank you. You are very kind. My father would have liked you, I think. He was brave like you are. The tomb is over in the necropolis. The door is locked, but I can sneak inside and open it. I just have to be careful not to alert the ghosts. If you really think you can get rid of the ghosts, I'll head over to the tomb and wait for you there.
I'll be there shortly.
Great! I'll wait by the steps of the Emperor's tomb. I'm sure you'll find it easily enough. See you soon, I hope.
This will... go... Oh, hello. I'm sorry, I was just muttering to myself. I'm in some trouble and... Wait! You could help me! You're clearly not from around the Imperial City, and I need someone's help most desperately. Someone unaffected by the politics of this place.
What can I do to help?
Well, you see, there's been a mix-up. No, an error. Oh, who am I kidding? Some bastard has changed my play! I am Incisive Chorus, the playwright. I'm sure you've heard of me. And if not, you have... now, I suppose. One of my productions has been touring the countryside and catching people's attention. We were asked to bring it into the city and perform here in the Golden Way.
Sounds positive so far. Where's the problem?
The play must go on, but not as they want it. The play's been changed, you see. One very key piece of the play has been rewritten.
Worried they're corrupting your art, are you?
Once you change this scene, you change the very soul of the production. It's hardly my play at all if they perform it their way. They've changed it from a commentary of man's inhumanity to man to a satire of the Empire. I tell you truthfully that they've lost the whole point of the piece.
Not to mention that certain factions frown on satire of the Empire.
There's that too. Anyone could take offense. Now I'm doubly concerned. I will gladly offer you the going rate for a leading man, just for a walk-on part. I need you to take a role in the play and read the role the, original way. You have a most regal bearing, so I'd expect you'd have no major problems at any rate acting the role of Lady 14 Flowers. If you talk to first-degree thespian Fong up by the pagoda, tell him you're the replacement actor. He'll be desperate, so all you'll have to do is read the proper lines.
You want me to play Lady 14 Flowers?
Of course, all the roles are played by men, or at least women with the decency to pose as men playing women. It can get complex sorting it all out.
Sounds interesting. I'll do it.
Here's a copy of the original script for your scene. Pivotal, I assure you. This copy reads properly, not like that edited pile of dung. Hurry over to the large pagoda overlooking the Golden Way and tell Fong that you're the replacement. They won't wait forever, so step quickly to it. Remember, you'll have to memorize your lines. No script on stage, of course. Also, make sure you read from this script. Now, good... No, you're about to perform, so I shan't jinx it. Get to it!
This way leads into the necropolis, a dangerous area. You shouldn't go in there unless you have some business there.
What's wrong with the necropolis?
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well. First time I've heard of them being altruistic.
When did this start?
Things have been bad over the past few, let's say 5 years. No one has any idea why so many of the dead refuse to return to the Wheel of Life peacefully. All we know for sure is that they're not happy. Not happy at all.
Why aren't the guards doing anything about it?
Ghosts have been rising up everywhere in the Empire, I've heard. So many have come up in the necropolis that it just isn't safe anymore. It would take an army of us to clear them out, if we could do it at all. We can't even safely post a guard in there. We just warn people away. The Lotus Assassins want everyone kept away as well.
How bad has it become?
Bad. Real bad. Monks used to go in every few weeks to clean out the ones who had risen. But lately it's become too much for them to handle. You look like a warrior. I'm sure you know that even if you disperse a ghost in combat, they reform again eventually. It takes a long time, but it's inevitable. Leave the dead to their own is what I say. Just block the whole place off and start again somewhere else.
I have all I need for now.
Stay away from the necropolis. It's dangerous.
Kill.
Well, stranger, you have some spirit to you. You fight like a demon. Those poor lost souls didn't stand a chance against you. I could use the skills of a man like you. An honest working man like me can't compare with someone like you, but you can definitely help me with a problem I've been having. My name is Shen. I'm the first gravedigger here. It's my job to look over the necropolis and make sure all the peaceful souls are laid to rest.
What do you want?
I've got to dig the holes, fill them, and balance the books and everything. Nice, proper burials. But now, with all these ghosts rising again, I've got problems. No one seems to want to stay dead, and I can't go refunding all the burial money to all the families of the ghosts now. I can't afford it. So, I just want you to do a little job for me. Nothing hard. Just put the ghosts back where they belong. Quiet them down a bit. Well, there'll be a little bit in it for you as well, don't worry. Can't have you going away empty-handed now, can we? So, what do you say?
What makes you think I can do this?
I've seen you fight. You put that spirit down good and proper. Better than the monks who used to come here, even. I reckon you've had training in this sort of thing. But you don't look like a monk, so you probably don't have their scruples about money either. I come by a lot of valuables in my line of work. I can pay well. So, you interested?
I'll do it.
Great! Now those ghosts will know who's boss around here. They just bring themselves back up as fast as I can put them in. I'll give you a reward for any ghosts you take care of. You can make good money that way. There are 3 main ghosts to deal with. Miss Chan, Merchant Bai, and Mr. Ren. I'll give you a reward for each, of course. I know a bit about them, but not that much. If you need a little something to give you an extra edge, I'm sure I can part with some trinkets I've found. I mean, it's not like they'll need them anymore.
Let's talk about one of your troublesome ghosts.
What about them?
Tell me about Miss Chan.
Ah, Miss Chan. A tragedy, really, and one that happens all too often. It's always the pretty ones who go. She died in childbirth, and the baby died with her. Her family put her in the family plot along with her son. She came up again recently, looking for revenge on me. She seems to think that I killed her baby, or took it, or something. Maybe she saw me take away the body, but she won't believe me. Every time I go near, she tries to kill me. That's valuable retail space over there.
Tell me what you know about her baby.
Her baby? Not much. It's in one of the plots there. I'm sure you can find it if you look. It was a long time ago. I don't even remember what its name was. But it was short, I know that. Definitely less than 3 words. But, sorry, that's really all I remember. Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Tell me about Merchant Bay.
Ah, that one. He's mad, I tell you. Mad with fear, though, of what I have no idea. You'd think he'd be grateful, considering what's gone on here. He was murdered in an alleyway. Happens a lot in the poorer districts. They eventually caught his murderers and they were beheaded. I know. I put them in the ground myself, dead as can be. You'd think he'd be grateful with them dead and gone, but up he comes the very next day, screaming his head off. He's driving the customers away.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, see if you can't do something about him quick. I'm too spooked to go in that area anymore. I need those plots to Honor some ancestors. Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Tell me about Mr. Wren.
He was buried by his wife a short while ago. I don't know what killed him. The family wouldn't talk about it. But his face was bloated like you wouldn't believe. His wife's still around, though. She won't visit since he came up. Every time she gets near, he starts screaming incoherently, and he's out of it for days. Nothing near him is safe.
Tell me about his wife.
His wife? She's still around in town, I think. She lives down in the market district near the entrance to the Black Leopard School. Why would you want to see her, though? She's already buried him. Digging through the ashes, is that it? Good luck. She's still hung up on him. Anything else you want to know about the ghosts?
Not right now.
Oh, well, if you do find one, put it back in the ground. That's when you'll get your money. Is there anything else?
Must be going.
Right then. If you need to find me, I'll be at my house a little farther down this path.
The Nature of Spirits, Volume 3. The folk tales surrounding the disappearance of the monk did not disturb me. The mines had been inactive for a century or more, and the surrounding villages had long since decayed. Any spirits that fed upon humans or human emotion or pain would have left in search of easier prey, or so I had thought. As I searched for the moss spirit that had brought me to the depths of that mine, I began to wonder if the legends were true after all. If the spirit, or whatever it was that had driven away the miners, could reside there still. In my mind, I began to hear the whispers in the dark and the screams and cries of those who lost their lives ages ago.
Good, you came. Wait here. There's a small hole in the wall, just around the side. I'll sneak in and open the door from the inside. There! The ghosts are just beyond the door. They haven't noticed me. Yet.
Stay here until I've cleared the ghosts.
I was just thinking the same thing. I don't want to get any closer to those things. The artifact is supposed to be in the room at the end of the tomb. Once you're there, I'll catch up with you.
Storm Dragon, Mirabelle. Mirabelle. Longsword. Shoot him.
Intruders. My tomb has lain sacrosanct for centuries, and now mortals tread on my very ashes.
Your corpse will lie here with those of my subjects, and your spirit will feed my own.
Legendary strike.
That's it. I've got it. Now let's get out of here before... What's that? Did you hear that?
Sounds like trouble.
Getting out of here is going to be harder than getting in, I think.
Legendary strike. Longsword. Legendary strike. Longsword. Legendary strike.
I can't believe we made it out of there alive. You're an amazing fighter. I wonder why Purveyor Shuji wants this bowl so badly. It looks so ordinary, except for maybe this writing. Doesn't make any sense. Conductor, cog, and a bit of iron. Don't play with the tiger. Whatever that means.
That might be a configuration I'm looking for.
Huh. Well, I'm glad it was useful to you. Thank you again for helping me. Purveyor Shuji is waiting, so I should be going. Goodbye.
Configuration of the tiger.